Rutherford. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. Games out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And able to get this out to the 25. Play action. Here's Dart. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10. Right at the 40. Here's a give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Giants had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
You look at this Cowboy defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. But they convert on third with a gain of 22.
Here we go.
A play fake, and now it's Dart. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now play number 7 of this drive, and it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing Dart. And he fires one, but incomplete.
He'll definitely say that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Well, that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never give those back, but there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Looking to put a drive together.
18 Cardinals.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
In motion left is Mitchell. Throwing is Milton. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. Does the big boy have the juice? Down the left sideline. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery, a Giants touchdown. The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Milton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Come on, come on. Move it, 19. 18, right here. Hey, Jack. Go.
To throw is Milton. Drops it to Bloom, complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's Milton now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
They'll run here with Maffa. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. The fake to give. Now it's Dart. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Throwing his Dart. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look at repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now Milton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Milton trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was that was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. To throw his Dart. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. But Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monsters, we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Brought down at the 20.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to pull one over his head as this game progresses.
No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw now, Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll try and run again with Blue. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. To throw, it's Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 69 yards. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Dart going to give to Scatterbury. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, it's Dart. He'll drop this off to Scatterbury. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go. Here's Dart. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. That's complete to his running back, Scatterbury. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Give up the middle, Scatterbury. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They gave him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. An inside run with Scatterbury. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
7 Pirates, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Throwing to start the drive. Milton over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
79.
Pickens going in motion left.
Go.
A final shot before break. Milton. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 63-yard attempt.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. 13. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Red. 65. Panther Street. Panther Street. 19 white. Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now a 2nd and 10. Dart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here we go. Set. Go.
To the air, Dart. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. Ready. Back
On the ground, it's Maffa. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Phil Maffa, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Looking to throw, Dart. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by DeMarvin Marshall. Then he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Come on. 6. Panther 6.
They run. Maffa. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Phil Maffa, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Giants 13. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Tag. Drop roll 80. 60 Eagles. 60. Track 60. 19 Lions.
Here's Dart. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants get a bit closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They go again with Blue. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Finds Pickens out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard
Back to
line.
throw. Milton. Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
Milton's pass.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Let's go now. 19, 18.
Throwing is Milton. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19.
Ready, set.
That's another Cowboys first
Here we
down.
go, set.
It's a gain of
70,
25 yards.
go.
Here's Milton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
First down.
To throw is Milton. And it's caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Pick number 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. 2nd and goal from the 1. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Dart. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield. Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
19, Charger, 19.
Now Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
A pickup of 18 yards. It's now third down.
The Giants on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
No gain on the play.
19, Charger, 19. Let's go.
Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They start the drive with a give to Blue. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Now Milton. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now he's free to midfield. CeeDee Lamb. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Riggs. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
Play action now. Dart. Open man is the rookie from Auburn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just
confused.
off? Just got thrown off? He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To the air once more is Dart. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Dart going to look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position. Looking to put a drive together. A carry now from Martha. On the tackle, it was Dane Belton. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
Here's Martha. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, Dart. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing his Dart. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Second and a couple.
Cowboys 26
They'll throw again. Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Giants, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
To throw now, Dart. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marquise Bell. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hit. Fix the Eagles, fix the Eagles. Go.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense